case of the Hudsons.
Thank you. Okay, you all may be seated. Mr. Roberts, you filed this case before the court?
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on?
Well, I still pay child support because our daughter goes to school. It's better for her to go to school in her area as opposed to mine. Our schools are terrible. We don't really do well over there, and her school is great over there. But I wanted kind of a reduction.
Hold on. Did you catch that? He's paying child support to the parent who doesn't have primary custody. That's already raising legal eyebrows. In most cases, child support flows toward the custodial parent, not the other way around. So right now, the judge is probably thinking something's not adding up here.
Wait a minute, when you say reduction, you're paying child support to her.
Yes,
Who does the child live with?
me. But she goes to school with her.
It's not a, wait a minute.
Yes,
Y'all,
ma'am.
you all know that's not how this works, right?
What?
The person who the child lives with does not pay child support. The person who the child does not live with pays child support.
Well, ma'am, originally we had an agreement with the court.
And it's your honor or judge.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. We originally had an agreement, but she goes to night school. So,
This is where things get interesting. The child lives with the father, meaning he's covering daily expenses, food, housing, utilities, but the mother is paying for schooling. So the question becomes, does covering one major expense justify receiving child support? Legally speaking, that's a tough sell.
and so our daughter lives with me.
Okay,
but she goes to her
cute
school.
that you guys have an agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
But the person that the child lives with does not pay child support. You understand that, right, ma'am?
Yes, but I'm the one that pays for her schooling.
How much is her schooling?
It's $600 a month.
$600 a month. But the child lives with him. She has needs outside of school. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
So the child is living with you.
Yes,
You're paying for her day-to-day expenses.
absolutely.
You're paying for her extracurricular activities, I'm assuming, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
What are you paying for besides school?
I only pay for school and the food that she eats on a day-to-day basis.
You put food in his house? Why don't y'all just get back together?
No, that's not a good idea.
That doesn't make any sense.
She's kind of volatile. So we like each other outside of a relationship, but in a
Okay.
relationship, it's kind of volatile. So
Okay,
Yeah, that
so,
doesn't work.
guys, that's not how this works, okay?
yes, ma'am.
And there it is, the moment of clarity. The judge shuts it down immediately. This isn't just a misunderstanding, it's a complete reversal of how child support is supposed to work. Now the real question is, how long has this been going on and why wasn't it corrected sooner?
You should not be paying child support to her, and the child lives with you. Are you giving him the money back?
No,
What are you doing with the money?
I spend it on her schooling. And
You spend it on what?
using it to pay for her schooling.
To pay for her school, but she does not live with you. You know what? How much money you make a year?
I make $50,000 a year.
Wait, hold up.
Did I say something wrong?
I didn't know you had a job.
What do you mean? Hold up.
I didn't know she had a job.
Wait, what? She's making $50,000 a year and didn't disclose that? That's a major issue. In family court, income transparency isn't optional, it's critical because child support calculations are directly based on earnings. So now this isn't just messy, it's starting to look deceptive.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell him you worked?
I just started
See,
working.
you're coming in here playing these games. Look, we're not here to play games, okay? He should have known that you were working. And you should not be taking money away from him, and you have a job and you're making how much?
I'm making $50,000 a year.
$50,000 a year? You know what? You think it's a game.
In all honesty, Judge, I
In all
just started
honesty,
working.
you think it's a game. That's not cute. And this is not funny. This is a serious matter. This man is paying child support for a child who lives with him. He has to pay extra money for his expenses and everything. You understand that? So you have a 2-bedroom home or
Yes, ma'am.
apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
He has to get an extra bedroom. That's extra money that he could be saving. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Electricity be all the other expenses. They're increasing. While you're sitting on $50,000 a year. Okay. So, based on the calculation I have here, have your gross at $4,166.67. Brings your net down to $3,266 to $3,266.81. How many children do you have, ma'am?
Just one.
Just one? Okay. That's going to be based on 20%. So child support is $653.37. You can close your mouth. It's okay. You're getting $600 right now from him, and you make $50,000 a year. Who pays health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$150.
$150. How often are you paid?
I get paid every 2 weeks, ma'am.
Okay. So for the child only, it's $150?
Yes, ma'am.
You do understand that a part of the child support obligation is to pay health insurance. The two of you understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you, ma'am, will be paying $653.37 plus.
That right there is the courtroom turning point. The entire financial responsibility just flipped. Instead of receiving support, she's now ordered to pay over $800 monthly. This is exactly how quickly things can change when the facts come out. One moment you think you're benefiting from the system, the next, the system corrects itself.
$150 as medical reimbursement for the child, which brings your monthly obligation to $803.37. And again, you can close your mouth because that's what it's going to be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions? Anything else pertaining to the child? We're not here to play games, ma'am. You need to do what's right by him as well as by your child. Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And this is the bigger takeaway most people miss. Child support isn't just about a single number. It's about the full financial picture. Housing, insurance, schooling, daily care, it all adds up. So before judging whether an amount is too high or too low, you got to ask, what's already being covered behind the scenes?